Red Wolves will put total leather and will get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll try the run. Shakes off the tackle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They'll leave it with the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hall. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Red Wolves offense has its first opportunity of the day. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws to the back. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Can't get him to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Back to throw, it's Rainer. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cleescorn. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Here's the handoff. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. No fair catches here, looking for room. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. It's Warren.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Oh, how did he make that move? Touchdown, Wolverines! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. The big fella just wreaking havoc, running through the defense like they've never done a tackling drill. Man, oh man, what a run.
And speed is one thing, Reese. I like catching speed guys when you get them on the ground, but it's a whole other thing when you got big boys that run with bad intentions right at you, and you have to find a way to somehow get that mule on the ground.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Alan Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. They're trailing by 11 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Off-play action on first down. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On the run, it's Cross. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Wolves are flying down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Absolutely perfect.
That makes the score Michigan 16, Arkansas State 6.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. At the 35, he's open. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. On the ground, it's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Caught behind the line. It's Cross. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Coming after. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On the run, it's Edwards. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The hand to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Caught close to the marker, it's Loveland. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Warren. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. And they're able to get him on the ground. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here comes the 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Edwards. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Michigan 19, Arkansas State 6.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and bring it back. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the Big House.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll open the second half on the ground. Plows through the defense. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Cross. Still on his feet at the 45. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out. Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it in the middle. It's Stevenson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here. To the air, it's Warren. Reacted well to the tip and just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
Open runway ahead. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Michigan, 19. Arkansas State, 9.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And back to the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the pass, defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TV.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
26, Arkansas State, 9.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. After he'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Feeling some heat. Catch in the middle, it's Stevenson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 25 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Fires left. And they can't make the play on third down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
First down for the offense.
Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Dances away from one. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Cross. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He'll come out throwing on first down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Late hit. Moves the ball up 15 yards. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. Oh, look out. The ball's free. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Past the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into their own hands. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And wings it incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
40, Arkansas State, 16.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He makes a catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.